So it's 2025 and you mean to tell me the only thing your earbuds can do is listen to music? If that's the case, man, then you need to watch this video right here, man, because these bad boys right here can do way more than that. And I think I might have just found my favorite pair of Bluetooth earbuds. Let's discuss. So these right here, y'all, are the Vame RecDot earbuds, man, that has a ton of different features that we actually gonna talk about in this video right here. Now, besides the obvious of being able to listen to music, which we're actually gonna talk about that a little later because there's some things with that too, you can actually do flash recordings by just pressing the stem of the earbuds, or you can press the record button that's right here within the case. It can also handle real-time transcription and translations up to 21 languages, y'all. And there's also built-in AI with these that can summarize as well as list out your content that whatever you guys might have been recording. On top of that, it also has ANC and transparency mode, which is a bonus, crazy battery life, and a gaming mode, man, and a pleasant sounding experience with built-in EQ as well as custom EQ settings and just a whole lot more. Now, the first thing I want to go ahead and start off talking about when it comes to these bad boys right here, and that is the calls and live flash recording features. So there's actually 3 different ways that this feature here can actually be used. So we're going to start off with one of them that I think is going to be the most used, and that is the live recording, all right? Which is a feature where you can actually press and do a long press on the stems of the actual earbuds in itself, and it's going to begin recording. Now, this is actually going to be more so when you guys are in those face-to-face style meetings, like a small conference room, or let's just say you're face-to-face with somebody and you want to make sure that whatever you guys are talking about, you're able to capture those recordings of that meeting as long as you guys are within the distance of 7 meters of each other. Now, once you guys actually press the record button either on the case or pressing it on the stem, it's going to instantly start recording everything into the Vame app that you guys can see right here. Then you can just download it directly to your smartphone, and you can choose to either just listen to the playback, or it will allow you guys to also be able to transcribe that audio, which we're going to touch more on that a little later in this video, all right? Now, the next way, y'all, is the phone call recording. Now, I feel like, listen, I got to put this down. I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, all right? But you should always let someone know, man, if they are being recorded prior to using this feature. Because let's say you guys are on a phone call, right? Whether you're on iOS or Android, you can actually record the audio just the same as if you were face-to-face with that person. And within the app, you still get to listen to all of the playback of that recording, and even you can transcribe it out as well. Because if you ever been in one of those moments or situations when somebody said they didn't say something that they know they said, and you know that they said it, well, now you can actually prove them wrong, play back the audio, and you can give them the transcript as well. Now, this feature here, man, will not only work with just phone calls, but let's say you guys are on a Zoom call, or you on a Teams meeting, or a Google Meet, or WhatsApp. Any one of those meeting style apps, man, you can actually record, and it can just do all of the same stuff that I just told you guys about. And the last way, y'all, is the audio and video recordings, which is probably my favorite, especially if you guys are a person that's like me, that loves listening to podcasts, TED Talks, motivational videos, financial videos, and just things like that, right? Where you can just get a lot of information out of them. You can actually record the entire video, podcast, or whatever you guys are listening to, audio book, or just a portion of it, and it's going to transcribe everything in real time, on top of giving you a summary of everything that you guys just listened to on your phone. It doesn't matter if it's an audio book or if it's a YouTube video. If you want to capture this video right here that you guys are watching, you can create a transcript, a summary, even a to-do list to make sure you guys pick up one, and even a mind map, all right? It's just so dope. And I can even go back and listen to that audio, or even just a certain section of that audio if I want to, by just tapping on it, and it's just gonna play the audio from there. I'm telling y'all, man, this is super freaking dope. Now, the next feature, man, that we gotta talk about, which is a feature that adds on to everything that I just told you guys about. They can also handle real-time transcription and translation of all the things that I just talked about. Yes, you can view real-time transcriptions in the app along with translations. Let me show you. So let's go ahead and start off with the live recording, for example. Now, let's say you guys are face-to-face with somebody, or you're in a meeting and someone's talking, and you want to just be able to capture everything that they're saying. So to do that, you just tap on the record button within the app, and then you tap on live recordings, and you select the language that the person is actually speaking in, and it will transcribe it all in real time, y'all. It's just so dope, man. And what's even more crazy about it is something that I noticed while I was playing around with these. It's just how accurate it is. Like, it is ridiculously accurate when it comes to the transcription. Like, it is spot on. Like, no mistakes, y'all. And the funny thing about it, it even recognizes curse words and it's gonna censor those out as well. That is just something that I noticed. Or let's say you guys wanna press on the stem and do a flash recording, or press on the record button in the case and do a flash record. You can do that as well, and it will spit out a transcript summary, a to-do list, and even a mind map. Now, one thing I do wanna point out is whenever you guys are doing a flash recording, it's not necessarily in real time, but once you guys press in recording, it spits out everything just super fast, and you can just press the transcript button and then it's going to transcribe everything for you. Now, I know what you guys are probably sitting there thinking. You're like, well, CKid, what if the video that I'm watching or the person that you're trying to transcribe is speaking a completely different language that you don't necessarily understand? So remember when I said you can actually choose the language the person is actually speaking in? So let's say the other person is speaking in, I don't know, French or Spanish. Well, you can choose that language, and then you can just tap on the three dots here in the right hand corner and select real-time translate, and just sit back, y'all, and just watch the magic happen. All right,
pero son deliciosas, saben aciditas, picositas, limoncito, rico.
For the first time when I saw this happen, I was like, this product right here, y'all, has just literally eliminated the language barrier. Because a few years ago, I went over to Paris and I didn't speak a lick of French, all right? So I had to use Google Translate the entire time and everywhere I went. This right here, y'all, this product would have saved me and just been so helpful and just way faster way of doing things in real time. And if you guys are wondering, it can translate up to 21 different languages at the time of this video, because right before I was getting ready to film this, it was 16, and then they updated it and they added 5 more languages, which just shows me just how active they are when it comes to updating their product and just bringing you more and new features. Now, you can also do the same with audio and video recording. So let's say you guys are watching a YouTube video like you guys are watching right here, or a podcast you guys want to transcribe the full conversation. Well, you just tap on the record button, and then you're going to tap on audio and video recording. Then you can select the language and it will transcribe it all in real time, just like it did with the live recording. And you can also translate any video or audio that's playing on your smartphone or your computer or whatever in real time, y'all, which is, I'm telling y'all, man, it's so freaking dope. But the main one that I like when it comes to this, y'all, and this one right here, man, this one was 100% a game changer, y'all, and that is the live translations and recording. So have you guys, let me put this down. Have you guys ever been somewhere, maybe just out of the country, where they speak a completely different language? And my rule of thumb is whenever I'm traveling out of town or out of the country or whatever, I always try to attempt to speak their native language out of just respect versus just assuming that everybody knows English. So going back to when I was out in Paris, right? And I would try to understand what people were saying. And I'm be honest with y'all, man, I couldn't. I only speak English, all right? Well, with the viaim RecDot earbuds here, man, someone can talk in their native language and I can get real-time translation right into my ear in English from multiple different languages. Now, when I heard this for the first time, y'all, it just blew my mind, because I tested this out on several YouTube videos, and man, I'm telling y'all, it was spot on with matching the English captions in those videos. So now all I gotta do is just tap on the record button, select live translation and recording, and I can have the earbuds in my ear, select the correct language, and it will translate it all in real time right in my ear, which is just, it's the dopest thing ever. Another dope feature, man, that you can do is while it's translating that in real time, you can share the live text with someone that might be with you, so that way everybody that's in the room can understand everything that's going on. Now, this next feature, y'all, is the Vame AI feature, which is what's actually used to generate those to-do lists that I've been showing you guys throughout this video, as well as creating a summary and just some of the other details, as you guys can basically use a lot of that information to kind of aid you throughout your day. If you have goals that was generated, that was pulled out of the conversation, or a video that you guys watch, or even an audio book that you're listening to. Now, this AI feature here, y'all, is basically going to give you guys the cliff notes. Now, where was this when I was in grade school and I had to read whole books and had to take this whole accelerated reading test? If you know what accelerated reading test is, you can just let me know down below. But basically, it's where you had to verify that you read the book, you had to take a test and all of that. Whereas if I had a product like this, I could have just had it give me all the cliff notes and I would have passed the test with ease. So this feature right here, man, it can capture literally up to 2-hour meetings and organize it into a 1-minute organized text. Now, once it has all that information, it's going to allow you guys to be able to extract it into the to-do list as well as a summary like you guys are seeing here from the recorded content. Now, the next thing, finally, let's go ahead and talk about it, y'all, and that is the pleasant sound experience where the earbuds have an 11mm dynamic speaker and TPU plus a titanium metal that is imported from Japan to give you high fidelity audio quality. And when I say these bad boys right here, man, gave my AirPods Pro a run for their money. I'm legit rocking these over my AirPods Pro since I've gotten these here in my hands. And not just because of all of the other features, because to me, I see that as an added bonus, but honestly, the audio quality, man, listening to these when it comes to playback or just listening to music sounds really good. Plus, within the app, you get a bunch of different EQ settings, and you can also tweak those EQ settings if you want to. It uses a speaker voice coil that helps reduce the weight by more than 70%, which actually helps with giving you high pitched as well as balanced low frequencies for the bass that I typically love in my audio. Now, the neodymium iron boron magnet gives powerful bass as well as clear and clean sounding audio. Now, another thing when it comes to the audio features is it includes ANC that is up to 48 decibels of noise cancellation, which will allow you to be basically more immersed in the audio or gaming, which we're going to touch on that here in a second because I ain't leave out my gaming people, all right? And it also has a transparency mode that's going to allow you guys to be able to hear the outside world while still keeping these in your ears at the same time. And last, there's normal mode with the standard noise isolation when it comes to the earbuds being in your ear. Now, you guys might be wondering about the mic quality. Now, I'll go ahead and let y'all hear this for yourself. Now, with the mic here, you get mic noise cancellation as well that uses 4 microphone fusion call noise reduction that will help with improving call quality even in high traffic noisy areas. Let me know what y'all think about the mic quality down below. Now, the next to last thing that I have to mention, man, that I'm sure you're curious about, and that is CKid, what is the battery life like? Because look, we know they look good, but can they last a long time? The answer is yes. You are getting 9 hours of battery life on a single charge and an additional 36 hours when it comes to the charging case. And with 5 minutes of quick charge, you guys can get up to 1 hour of listening. Now, for my gaming people out there, because I didn't forget y'all, all right? Y'all know I could not leave this video without adding some form of gaming in here, all right? Now, there is a gaming mode on here that you guys can enable that will reduce latency, giving you a more impressive performance when it comes to gaming with these bad boys within your ears, enhancing your shooting experience with the PUBG mode sound effect that you guys can actually turn on. But overall, y'all, when it comes to the Vame RecDot Bluetooth earbuds, these right here, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man, have now replaced my AirPods, man, and they are now my go-to for a feature-packed audio listening and transcribing, as well as translating device experience, all packed into one product. I've been using these daily for a few weeks now, and I love these bad boys. So if you guys would like to own your own pair because you can't get mine, I'll have a link for you guys down in the description section below for you guys to check out. Thanks to Vame for sponsoring today's video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Squad, we out.